What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another collaboration beer. This time between the Other Half Brewing Company, and they're headquartered in Brooklyn, New York, and Adult Swim, and this is their adult beer. So they're calling this one a pale ale that comes in at 5.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs, listen, time of review. This can is just under 5 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to a couple of very good friends of mine and fellow beer tubers, Dan and Mike over at FLX Beer Reviews, for giving me a can of this. So huge thanks to them. In the description box, I'll post a link to their channel. I've said it 100 times, I'll say it 100 more. Great guys. Fantastic channel. They deserve way more subs, so go check out their channel. I think they're hovering right around like 360, 365 subs. They deserve way more because they have a great channel and they are just good people. That's what they are. So anyway, Mike gave me a couple cans of Other Half recently, including this one, and I'm super excited about this because why? It's a collaboration with Adult Swim. I'm sure a lot of you out there watch a bunch of different programs on Adult Swim. It is the late night block of programming on the Cartoon Network. My favorite shows, without question, Aqua Teen Hunger Force and Rick and Morty. And the label on this beer is just fantastic. It probably has everybody's favorite Adult Swim shows, characters from them. I notice Frylock on here, Rick and Morty, Robot Chicken. It's a fantastic label. Even if I don't enjoy this beer, I'm gonna say pretty sure that I'm going to keep the can for the label and put it behind me on the pretentious wall of bottles and cans. So anyway, this is brewed with Citra, Mosaic, and a Vic Secret, and it was brewed for the Adult Swim Festival, a block party, which took place in early August. I believe it was August 5th to the 7th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Now, the interesting thing about this is that it has the black tab, which typically indicates Brooklyn brewed, but this one says on the side, brewed and canned by Other Half Brewing Company on Canal Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I don't know if they're using the same colored tabs. Dan, let me know. You always got the intel. Anyway, let's crack this one open. You don't get a lot of just low crusher ABVs, or low crusher pale ales, with sub 6% ABVs from Other Half. So that's part of the reason I'm excited about this one. I think, it's been a while since I've just had like a, sub 6% pale ale from Other Half. Usually it's their... Did I pour that like an idiot? And what is on the bottom of my... Sounds like I crushed something. What is on there? Some residue from something. I don't know. Anyway, that's a beautiful looking beer, and I could smell it as I poured it, and holy crap. So yeah, that's... shout out to Ridge over at Ridgeopolis, another good friend of mine, fellow beer tuber. He likes all of his beers that look like this. This looks like just straight up like super pulpy orange juice. Has that yellow-orange color, sunshine in the glass, but then it's dulled out because it's so murky and turbid. Has about a 3-finger of a bright white, soap sudsy looking head, but the base of this just looks, it's a hazy pale ale. That's what this is. Let's get a nose. It smells fucking dynamite for something that's 5.5%. I'm getting... I was going to say nondescript red berry, but I think more like a blueberry. Mosaic's in here, and I used to get blueberry all the time with Mosaic beers. Then it kind of, I want to say maybe evolved into more of like a nondescript red berry, like more red raspberry, say. And then a lot of times with Mosaic, now I don't even get berry, but I'm getting like a blueberry, some kind of berry in here. But huge, like Dole pineapple, like just like your crushed pineapple, sweet pineapple. There's a little bit of like that white grape kind of passion fruit thing, more maybe to the passion fruit side of things, maybe a little bit of kiwi. There's a really nice green herbaceousness, not quite dank, but like more of like an herbaceous kind of green grassy feel to the nose. Smells sweet, but reserved to some degree. Smells like, it's going to be maybe a little bit of a sweeter pale ale, but not too much. A little bit of like bubblegum, maybe yeasty bubblegum character. Yeah, it's blueberry, it's passion fruit, it's crushed pineapple. It's grassy, herbaceous, green, but not green as in like this is gonna have hopper. More like just like a like a green, like a again grassy, herbaceous. You maybe even a little bit of floral. Anyway, it smells awesome. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Mike. So the nose is definitely better, but I get behind this taste because this is super crushable. And this is giving me a juicy fruit vibes I'm getting a decent bubblegum character here, which I did not expect. I mean, as I was sniffing, I was like, oh, there's a little bit of bubblegum. When I taste it now, more bubblegum is kind of like juicy fruit. But I think this is like lower side of medium, right around a medium, perfect for 5.5%. It makes it a little bit more refreshing. The mouthfeel, it's soft, it's smooth, it's creamy. It has carbonation, but it's really soft on the palate, and it has that creaminess, almost like this is an oat cream beer from them, but it's not. But I'm sure even when they don't do oat creams, they're probably using a lot of oats, flaked wheat, and you get that luscious body from something that looks like this, or I should say luscious mouthfeel. The taste is more there's more like citrus in here, like a candied orange, tangerine, clementine orange, something like that. As it passes through, that passion fruit hits, pineapple for sure. The berry's getting kind of lost a little bit in the taste. Maybe like just a nondescript berry in general, but it's definitely not the prevalent note here. Halfway through the palate, that's where that green herbaceous, almost onion garlic thing hits me. Not too big, but it has nice dank herbaceousness, but it's not super dank to that, that onion garlic thing, but it's kind of almost like I shouldn't say you almost notice it because I mentioned it, but like, I don't think a lot of people would pick up on that, but like, I don't know, anytime there's an onion garlic thing, it's usually very noticeable. For me, it's not that noticeable, but it's kind of floating around in the back of the palate. What I like about it is I said this, in the aroma is going to be sweet, or at least it smelled like it might be sweet. It's sweet up front, but it's semi to full on dry with a mild bitterness. That dryness breaks it up. And I like that green herbaceous dank kind of feeling on the back of the palate. I think it's kind of balancing it out. There's almost like a floral note as well. 5.5%, you can't tell. You could crush a lot of these. I mean, I could, if I was still, drinking regularly instead of just doing like a review per day or whatever. I think I drink a couple cans of this. I think after maybe 2 cans, I would be like, all right, time out, moving on to something else. But just look at the beauty of that beer. It just looks awesome. We'll do one more sip and then we'll lock in a rating. Yeah, I will say this. I think the nose was better than the taste. I really liked it. It was more complex with the fruity notes. But I think the taste is more drinkable. But at the end of the day, this is an easygoing 5.5% pale ale. It's balanced. It has some nice, fruity, not necessarily juicy, but fruity kind of flavors to it, but it has enough of that like herbaceous green kind of character on the back of the palate to balance it out. It's not too sweet, not too bitter, not too dry. I think it's really nice. Now as I talk though, it's getting a little bit more dry and it has like that medium high dryness to it. So this is a very drinkable pale ale. That's the way I look at it. You could definitely drink a couple cans of this. And the fact that it's a collaboration with Adult Swim just makes me happy inside. So I am going to give this beer, which is the adult beer from Other Half and Adult Swim, I'm give this a low 4.25 out of 5 and go 4.15. I think I bumped it up. I was thinking about high 4, but I think the mouthfeel and the drinkability bumps it up a little bit for me just because I could, again, even now I could drink a couple because they're 5.5%. And I think it would just be a really fun beer to just kind of session on, honestly. Price and availability, I didn't buy it, so I don't know. But I'd imagine probably 16 to 18 bucks for a 4-pack of this. It's a collab between Adult Swim and Other Half, and I expect to pay a little bit more, but I'd like to see this in like the $16, $18 realm. If it's cheaper than that, it'd be awesome. I don't think it'd be much more expensive than that. And availability, I don't know that either. Typically with Other Half, I do. Mike got his hands on it. He's around the Other Half FLX location. So if this one was brewed and canned in Philadelphia, it made its way to the other Other Half locations. So I'd imagine it hit up all the breweries, all the Other Half breweries, but I don't know if this got distro on the shelves. I would imagine probably not, but if somebody bought this in a local bottle shop, let me know. And if you've had this beer before, let me know. I'd appreciate hearing from others and what they thought about this one. I just love the collaboration, but also I'm happy that the liquid inside is quite tasty as well. So not much more to say about this one. Like I said, 5.5%, you can crush it, and that's what I'm going to do after I turn off the camera. So huge thanks to Mike. Go check out Dan and Mike. Great guys over at FLX. They, again, deserve more subs. They just 2 guys hanging out, 2 friends enjoying beer, talking about beer. And I love the inside jokes. I just love the joking around in general because that's what I like. Anyway, appreciate Dan and Mike, especially Mike hooking me up for this one. Hooking me up with this one. For this one? This one. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review on the Beer Patrol. Till the next one. Cheers.